Hello everybody and welcome to Bathmat Reviews, where today we are going to be talking about Transformers Studio Series Rise of the Beasts Nightbird. And this figure is quite good and also pretty interesting, just as far as the history of this figure goes, because, well, Nightbird originally was a character from G1, but did not transform at all. And then now, all these years later, after slowly, every Nightbird figure pretty much has always transformed, unless most of the time. I don't know if that's exactly true or not, but most of the ones that I can think of do transform, if not all of them. And now she appeared in a actual live action movie, and I feel like this is pretty much solidified the fact that, yeah, she's just a full-on Transformer now. And I don't see us ever really going back from that. And that's okay. I think she was cool in G1, and I like the whole ninja style, and I think that should definitely be kept. But it's just weird her not transforming. But, if you like it, if you prefer it to not transform, that's fine. It's just a movie anyway. Well, anyway, so for accessories, she comes with this sword. Nicely painted. And, yeah, it's just cool. And you can store that on either side, like that, or like this. I said like this. Why are you fighting me? Oops. Did I put it on? It goes on the top slot right there. I accidentally put that on this one. Apparently it stays, so yeah. See, works for both. And there we go. And yeah, it's a good looking sword. I always like when figures come with swords. Although, wasn't it purple in the movie? I think I would have liked just a hint of purple, but probably would triple the budget somehow. Oh, and box review. Here we go. This one I got from Japan, so, yeah. There's the artwork. Looks all nice and fancy. You know what? Here, let's bring that in so you can see the differences. And, yeah. It looks actually yellow there. It's yellow and purple, not black. But, I feel like this character, more than, any of the others, is much more like the concept art over, some of the other figures. Because most of them have, one or two things, but I feel like a lot got changed, kind of, just based off of the toy compared to that artwork right there. But, I don't know, I didn't compare the artwork with any of the others. Anyway, you got Nightbird, you got Studio Series 120, you got Japanese, you got more Japanese, you got Transformers, Takara Tomy, more Japanese, Rise of the Beasts, you got her looking all cool there, you got the back, which is that, I assume a bio of some kind, can't read it, then you got all this, you got down here, you got, in the words of Emgo, you got Sad Pac-Man. And then on this side, Studio Series, Deluxe Class, Nightbird. And, yeah, whoosh. Wait, I forgot. Oh, it actually bounced right back to me. That was very convenient. On the inside, you have the display base. And it's the same with Scourge, I believe. And could be the same with Battle Trap. I honestly don't know. I got Battle Trap before I got the other two. And, I threw that out a long time ago. But, yeah, good looking base. I still don't really care about it much, but, if you do, good. Whoosh. Now, let's get into articulation, because, well, I think it's pretty good. So, head on a ball joint. A rather loose ball joint, but, at least on my copy, but, one that's holds it enough. Then you got a full 360. Got out that far. You got bicep swivel. You got a slightly over 90-degree bend at the elbow. Surprisingly, nothing at the wrist. I feel like that's a missed opportunity because there's not much transformation there's no transformation that goes there. They could have added that in, which is a little bit disappointing. Would you stay pegged in? Then you got waist rotation. That's nice. You got forward that far, back that far. Thigh rotation. Got slight. Hold on. Let's move that out of the way. Looks like okay. So that's a little bit weird. You got two different points there, and one's slightly under, but then the other one can go all the way. So you got as wide a range of movement as you need. You got an ankle pivot, although the feet on this figure are just weird in general. They don't look like remotely close to actual feet, but you know, it's a transformer. It doesn't have to. But yeah, so you got ankle bend, although I don't know if you could actually use that well in a pose, but you know, I haven't tried. Because, oh yeah, and nothing really at the foot because of the weirdness of it. But, yeah, I haven't really tried having this figure stand too much because of the flight pack, which the baby wings never, I don't know. It's just weird to me. I didn't vibe with it too much. But, yeah. Oops, that was flipped out. Yeah, what I did was I just take a flight stand, because I still don't have a stand that can hook on a 5 millimeter port, and just close that up, and then just that, and pose it that way. And this is the stand that came with my Superman, so it's not the best, but you know what? It gets the job done. And I think you can do a lot of pretty cool dynamic poses with her in the air like that, because that's how she was for most of the movie until Bumblebee got decided to switch the tides, which is kind of crazy because it was just one more bot, but it was Bumblebee, so it's not that crazy. And yeah, let's get to size comparisons. We have my previous review, Battle Trap, her brother-in-arms, and I don't mean that they're related. As far as I know, they're not. But they were both henchmen to Surge, and yeah. And then here is the prime unit of measurement. And here she is with Batman. And yeah, I think she's one of the smallest figures out of the what's it called? Timeline? Timeline? Why did I say timeline? Where did I get my words today? But from the toy line, not timeline. Okay, that at least makes a little bit more sense. But yeah, well, except for RC. I honestly keep forgetting RC's part of that line because she sucks. Not the character. I really liked RC in the movie, but her toy did. I wish she got a better Studio Series toy. Anyway, now let's get to transformation because, well, it's pretty cool. So first, come on to the back here and just take all this, unpeg that, and rotate that around. Then take all this, straighten it up, take this, bring it out, and then carefully bring that down because, well, that is rather tight. And this part is way easier to come on. This part it comes off really easily. Anytime I try and move this, it just comes off right there, which is a little annoying, but you know, it's fine. It just pops right back on. So anyway, transformation. First come to the chest, and then I think this is clear plastic, which makes me a little bit scared to put pressure on it, but you just first, come on, bring all that up, then bring these down, and sometimes these will lock in, and sometimes they don't. I'm not sure. Oh, wait a second. I see. Okay. Yeah. So, these, the car front condenses to make her chest, and then when you bring it down, that will peg in there. So first bring it up, then bring that out, and I think you will have a lot less problems. Although, you know, that was probably shown in the instructions, and I just was an idiot and missed it. But, yeah. Then take those flaps, bring them down, and take all this, just peg that in, and then bring the arms in, like so, like so. You got that, you know, like that. Then take this piece and bring that out. I'm not sure how much you can see the difference, but here's the before, and then there's the after. Barely a difference as far as look goes, but you can feel the difference. And that's the most important part, because then you rotate the legs inside on the thigh swivel, and then also you want to leave these out just a little bit for now, like that. Then you take this, the toe, and condense that, flip that up, and then you want to bring all of this down and in, like that. Take all of this, peg that in, and then that will, the knee here will slot in past all that, like that. And then you can bring the arm in and straighten this out. You want to flip this part down first, although I find that I have to go back and do that so that you can actually make sure this is all pegged in. But then slot that all in, and that's done. And then same thing on this side. So close, flip, flip, and then line all this up as you condense. Come on, just work with me. It's not that hard. Line all that up, condense, and bring that in, like so. Then straighten that out here, and close that up. Like that, then bring the arm in. Actually, you're supposed to do that before. I'm not sure how much of that you could see. I kind of zoned out and was just doing it. Well, I hope you could see all that. Well, it was all a repeat anyway. So just do what you do over here on this side. And then take all this, bring this down, and pray it doesn't pop off, even though it probably will. And then peg all that in, and then slot this in, and bring that down like that into it, and you are done. And it looks quite good. I really like it. It is a very tiny car. I don't know what type of car it is, and I, don't plan on looking it up. I forgot, and I'm tired. So, here it is. Feel free to tell me what type of car it is. I'll find that pretty interesting. Also, if you want to store the sword, you can take it on either side here and just peg that in like that. And that will be right on in there. I wish it came with two swords. It very well could have. I don't see it in the photo, so I'm going to assume it didn't. But if it did come with two swords and I just missed it, that would suck, but not be the first time. And, yeah, I'm pretty sure it doesn't, though. So, yeah, that's about it. Thank you all for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. Comment down below what characters I should review next, and I'll get to them as soon as I can. And follow me on YouTube and TikTok. Bye!